Mailbrew is a really cool app that I use to send myself custom newsletters every day. And so they have a whole bunch of sources, a whole bunch of ways you can use it. I've actually done a video on it previously, you should check that out. But they have some new features with Twitter that I'm using to get some really cool daily newsletters that let me sum up what happened on Twitter while I was away. I use a third-party app called Tweetbot to read Twitter on all my devices, and I love it. I should maybe make a video about it, but basically one of the things that's cool and annoying about it is that it does a reverse chronological timeline. So old school Twitter, where just you get a list of here's all the things people have tweeted, and they're in exactly the order that they happened. This is nice sometimes, but it also sucks at the end of a day when you haven't been on Twitter for a while and you have to kind of see what happened while I was gone. And the only way for you to really catch all the good stuff is to read every single tweet. Because in a reverse chronological timeline, someone saying, I'm getting married in 5 months and I have a hole in my sock are equally important. So you have to read through everything to find the good stuff. Mailbrew is a service that I use and love to send myself custom newsletters every day. And I've started using it to send myself a Twitter-based newsletter every single evening, right after as I get off of work, so that I have this email waiting for me that shows me what are the top links people have shared and what are the most important tweets or most liked tweets of people who are in a specific list I've created. And so let me show you what I've got. So I'm in my Mailbrew dashboard right now, and you can see I already have this set up, but I'm not going to show you that one. We're going to create a new one right now so you can see how it works. So I'm going to call this Twitter Recap. And so I want to schedule it. I'm going to schedule it daily, and I'm going to do it at 6 p.m. Okay, and then I'll exclude weekends because this is really just for me to catch up during the week. So there we go, I've got it scheduled, but there's nothing there. So what do I want to do? I want to add a source, and there are these 5 options under Twitter. And so I don't want to go into every single one of these, but basically you can find tweets from a specific user. You can do a search and return the results here. Lists are able to give you the best things from certain lists. And let's actually start there. So lists. So I add this, and then I need to select a Twitter list first. So these are lists that you create on Twitter in your Twitter account. I got one called Tech and one called Cool People. So let's do Cool People first, and then it's going to show me some things right away, and I can choose the latest or the most popular tweets from people in this list. So I'm going to do most popular. I'm going to limit it to 10, how about? And then max per user. Let's just do 1 per user. So there we go. This makes sure that even people with smaller followings get on the list. But yeah, they're here. You can see these are pretty big. Look at that guy. That's pretty cool. But I think these images are too big. It makes me scroll too much. So I can go ahead to the images. I'm going to do thumbnails. And so now it's going to reflow. There we go. This is much more readable. Cool. So these are the top 10 most popular tweets from my Cool People list from the past 24 hours. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and say done. So now that's in the list. And then I have these plus icons where I can add above or below this one. Let me go above it actually. And I'm going to do top links. So this one is super cool. This can go through either your whole follower list or from a list. So I'm going to do my whole follower list. And I'm going to say max number of links up to 5. Include links with only 1 share. I like to turn this off because then if you don't have a ton of like links that tons of people share in a day, it's not going to show you ones that just 1 person shared. And so it seems to just be kind of random. So this is making it so up to 5 articles, or links I should say, that at least 2 people in my timeline have shared. Again, you have the same deal with thumbnails. We'll do wide thumbnail, that's fine. Comments determines how much of the tweet to show. So you can see the whole tweet. You can see just avatars if you just want to see the avatars for who shared this. And you can do nothing if you just want to hide it. I like seeing the comments because I can see what people tweeted about. So that's pretty cool. And that's really it. So now I'm done. And yeah, that's it. Literally it. So now when I get this email at 6 p.m. every weekday, I'm going to see my Twitter recap is the name of it, the top Twitter links. So these are the things that just happened today in my timeline in general that people are talking about. And then going through my Cool People list, every time these are the most popular tweets from that list since the last time I got this Mailbrew. So within the past day. But yeah, that's how I use Mailbrew to get a summary of what happened on Twitter that day. Before I go into my timeline and miss things, this usually will bring most of the good stuff to the top. So that's how Twitter works in Mailbrew.